So hello and welcome guys to our channel Intromech, and here we discuss about basic mechanical engineering concepts. So guys, we are now starting a new series regarding the solenoid valves. Now these valves are very important as far as our automation is concerned. These are the automatic directional control valves, which are also called as solenoid valves. So how these valves should be selected, what are the parameters that should be considered while selecting these solenoid valves, so all these things we will see. So today we will just take an overview of these parameters, and in the upcoming sessions we will deep dive into those selection parameters. So without wasting time, let's get started. So these are the parameters, the main parameters that should be considered. You can see the principle of operation, that means how the valves are operated, what are the types. Then we have the circuit function, the pipe diameters, the orifice value, the medium which is flowing through the valve, the pressure of the medium, temperature of the medium and the surrounding temperature, the response time of the valve, the voltage and the IP rating. So these are some of the important parameters that we should consider. So let's take a overview of these parameters. So you can see on the screen the solenoid valve selection guide over here, and what we have, the important information. Now you can see before choosing the type of solenoid valve, sufficient information about the application must be gathered. So yes, this is very important that you should know your application. You should know some basic things, and on that basis also only you can select the proper solenoid valve. So let's check out the overview, the important parameters, the important information. You can read it, right? And then the important parameters which we have just seen: the principle of operation, circuit function, pipe diameter, then the orifice value, medium, pressure, temperature, response time, voltage, IP rating, right? So let's check out the principle of operation. You can see over here the types of the valves, like the direct operated, semi-direct operated, indirect operated. So you should know what are these types, how they will affect your application, and how you should check out these valves, how you should order these valves. So this thing will cover up all these things. Then the circuit, you can check out the solenoid valve types also. Then circuit function, the circuit function expresses which function have valve in the circuit. So this is very important, like why you are using a particular valve in the circuit, what is the purpose of the circuit, like where it has been connected, so which type of, say, actuator it is like actuating. So this is also matters a lot. We have like normally closed, normally open. So we should know that when to use which type of valve, what is the meaning of normally closed, normally open. So this is important. Then we have pipe diameter and thread types that will indicate what are the port of the solenoid valves and how the tubing will be fitted, what are the maximum thread ports available, and then what are the fittings, which type of fitting should be used for which media, then which fittings are available, like compression fitting, push in fitting. So this will cover up like all of these things. Then we have the orifice, kV value, and the flow rate. This is one of the most important parameter, like kV value, which is mentioned in your catalogs also. So we should know what is the kV value. That is nothing but the flow resistance of a solenoid valve depending on the shape of the valve body and the diameter of the orifice, right? So that is an important parameter, and that is a characteristic of the solenoid valve, you can say. So the flow coefficient kV, so we will see that how it is calculated. Then it will be different for water, air, right? So we will check out this all these things deeply into or under this topic, right? And then what we have, you can see we have the medium. Now this is important, that which medium is flowing through your solenoid valve, what are its properties, what is its chemical resistance, because on that basis the valve body material, the seal materials are dependent. Then the pressure, what is the pressure of the material flowing through body, because the operating pressure of the system is important. to choose the solenoid wall, right? Then the temperature range is also important. If the temperature is too low and the material may get freeze, so you should know what are the boiling and freezing points of the material. And then the response time, this means that how much time the solenoid wall takes to say on and off. So this is very crucial parameter in case of calculating the cycle time, and this is very important parameter. So then we have a voltage and coil. So these solenoid valves are the electrical components, so they have some electrical winding which has to be actuated, so we have to supply some voltage. Now we can have a AC current or a DC current, then we can have 12 volt DC, 24 volt DC. So how to select that? Then we have a IP rating. So IP rating is also important while selecting a wall. This will help us, like we can use the wall in any environment, so we should select a proper IP rating. If the environment is like too dirty, it has a lot of dirt, so we must take a dust tight wall. So this is all about that. Then say if we are using the wall under a very hazardous situation where there are, say, some fumes are there, or we are using the wall under water, let's say, so it should be like water resistant. So all these parameters are required to be considered. So this is just a this is just a brief overview of all these parameters, and in our upcoming sessions we will just deep dive on each of these parameters individually. So this is it. So thank you guys for your patient listening, and if you have any doubts, please do write into the comment section. Until then, keep intro making. Thank you.